Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Sean Be Nice, man. Back again with some more heat rocking. Today we doing the Galaxy Note 9 versus the Galaxy Note 8. Let's check it out. I know this seems maybe a little bit premature to do this video so early, but I feel like I've had every Note since the Note 2, okay? So I know what I'm talking about when it comes to these phones. I feel like I'm comfortable enough to make a review or a comparison video between these two phones and stand behind my decision without even having this phone for more than 3 days, okay? Reason being because there's not like a whole lot of differences as far as software is concerned, but hardware, yes. And those are the main points I really will be focusing on. And I feel like those points are valid enough to validate the purchase of the Note 9. So with all that jargon out the way, let's go ahead and get into it. Now, here on the left, you have the Note 8, and then on the right, you have the Note 9. I have the blue variant of the Note 9, and then I had the orchid gray of the Note 8, okay? Now, main reason, I'm just gonna go ahead and go straight off the bat. Main reason why I'm saying the number one reason right now that I would definitely say upgrade from the Note 8 to the Note 9, battery life, fam. Like, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I literally, since I've had the phone for the past 2-3 days, well, I've had it longer than that, I had it since Wednesday, but since I've had the phone, I've been purposely trying to kill this phone, and it's sometimes, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, it's hard. Like, I'm consistently going to bed with at least like 26 to 30%, like 26 to 30% of battery life left, and that's different for me. Usually, I'm topping this off by like midway throughout the day. Now, keep in mind, this has a 4,000 milliamp hour battery, and this has a 3,300 milliamp hour battery. So that's a huge difference in battery life is concerned, and it shows. So like when I'm watching videos, something like that, the battery's not draining. Now, there's one particular thing I want to touch on because it plagues all Samsung devices, and I'm just being real with y'all. Standby time is trash on most Samsung devices. Just being real with y'all, standby time is usually pretty bad. This is the first Samsung device where I feel comfortable if I don't charge my phone up the night before, I'm waking up maybe only dropping 2 to 3%. This is the first Samsung phone that I can finally say, yeah, if I leave my phone unplugged, I'm cool the next morning. You know what I mean? So like right now, it's at 58%. If I was to leave this phone to like the next day, it'd probably drop down to maybe like 53, but again, that's like more than like 12 hours of just standby. But still, that's, I'm loving the battery life, if you guys can't tell, okay? Battery life on this thing, fire. So, moving on to the next thing, which I would definitely say you want to upgrade for, is the speakers. This only has a single bottom firing speaker, and this has dual. So let's go ahead and play a song. All right, so we're gonna use YouTube Music to play the songs. I'm gonna go ahead and play Traumatized by Dave East on Karma 2. If you didn't know, get up on that. So this is we're gonna start off with the Note 8 first.
Still that nigga in my mama eye. Trying to see a nigga mama cry. I ain't trying to be a homicide.
Okay, now you heard it on the Note 8. Let's go to the Note 9. You can hear a huge difference with speaker quality. I mean, like it's unmatched, yo. Like that is a huge difference in sound quality. Just in case y'all didn't catch, let's do it again. That's a huge difference, man. Like that is night and day, literally. Plus, I kind of just wanted to hit a song again. That's literally on the reason why I played it again too. Now, moving on. Now, I would touch on display, but the displays, look here, man. Samsung make dope displays every year. You feel what I'm saying? So there's really no, I don't really feel like that's a fair comparison or even worth talking about. Either phone, you're gonna get a dope display on it. Now, the only thing I can say is like when it comes to YouTube, if it's something bother you, like if you look down at the bottom of the Note 8 screen, gotta get off his picture. You can kind of see like there's a discoloration with the YouTube actual, like the whites in the background, right? Over here, it's not. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, I feel like every time you get like a new version of any Samsung device, there's just like certain subtle changes that they make that annoyed you in the first iteration of the phone, but then they come back in the second, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, that did used to bother me. And I'm glad they fixed that, for real. Next, let's talk about the cameras. Now, I've only taken like a few pictures with this camera, but if you had the S9 Plus or you've seen pictures of the S9 Plus, it's pretty much the identical same camera compared to here. Now, this has a dual aperture lens on it, so when you take pictures at low light, there's a huge difference between this phone and that phone, between this phone and this phone here. Granted, that's not like Is the camera like a reason, like a sole reason I would upgrade from the Note 8 to the Note 9? No, but it's the things that add up. So we've already talked about the battery, dual speakers, and camera. Those are 3 things already that the Note 9 trumps the Note 8 in, like hands down, okay? All right, moving on to the next hardware feature on this phone that would make you wanna go ahead and jump ship from the Note 8 to the Note 9. It's gonna be the S Pen, and I'm gonna show you why. Number one, I'm gonna be real with you. The color of this S Pen with this gold finish here and the blue tip and a yellow box is fire, okay? I wanna get the S Pen just for that alone, okay? But no, on some real talk though, if I hold down this button here on an S Pen, it's gonna bring up the camera. And not only does it bring up the camera, I can take a picture with it. If I wanna switch over to the selfie camera, double tap, boom, another picture taken. You cannot do that with a Note 8. Out of all those things that we discussed battery, speaker, camera, and now we just also touched on the S Pen. Now I know you guys are probably wondering, Rashawn, what about the fingerprint scanner location? Isn't that a reason to switch? No, I'm gonna tell you why, and I hate when people do this dumb comparison about it. Look here. Your body, just like anything, will adapt to something. So if you've had this phone for over a year, your body has adapted to the fingerprint scanner and it knows automatically when you want to turn your phone on, your finger already know where to go. So it's kind of like, why is that a complaint? Because your hand will adapt to what a fingerprint scanner is anyway. So even with here, it's gonna adapt to here now. So my mind already know like, hey, your fingerprint scanner is located here. And you know, you can put your finger here. I feel like some people just be a little bit, just trying to make a comparison out of nothing or give a reason to complain about nothing. The fingerprint scanner, to me, the location was never been a problem. Because one, I barely even use the fingerprint scanner. Even when I'm using Samsung Pay, I use the iris scanner. Or when I'm even unlocking my phone, I have my Gear S3 in which it has smart lock. So I can just press down the home button and it unlocks the phone for me automatically. So I feel like fingerprint scanner was really never an issue. That was just always a stupid complaint that people brought up. So the question is, Shine, out of all 4 things that you named, 4 to 5 things, whatever we covered, is this phone still worth $1,000? One, pause. You're not even paying $1,000 for this phone unless you like living in Canada or like different country or something like that. Then yeah, but if you live in the US, 9 times out of 10 you got one of the major 4 carriers, you're not paying $1,000 for this phone. So this phone is going back because I have an upgrade, a Galaxy Forever program upgrade with Sprint. So now I gotta turn this phone in and boom. I dropped no money down for this phone. I'm only paying $20 a month because I caught it on sale. Like, same thing I did with the Note 8. I bought the Note 8 when it first came out. I was only paying 20 bucks a year for that phone. I mean, 20 bucks a month for that phone. I know, I know the lighting looks different, but my light literally died on my last comment. But anyway, like I was saying, man, like I said, I definitely recommend the Note 9 over the Note 8, especially if it's a free upgrade for you. Now the question is, would I recommend this phone if you have to pay out of pocket? I'ma say no. Just being completely 100 with you. If you had to pay, like for real, if you had to pay $1,000 for this phone, you couldn't sell your other phones or anything like that, then no, I would not pay $1,000 for this phone if you have the Note 8, if you didn't have an upgrade plan. No, I would not do it. Now, if you could trade this in, now the question is, most of the times you probably could sell this phone for like back to Samsung for like $400 to $500. Is it worth the upgrade then? Is this a $700 upgrade? One thing I didn't even touch on, which I forgot about, is the storage. This comes with 128 gigabytes of storage, or you can get one that's 512 gigabytes. And that 512 gigabytes is $1,250. So I got the 128 gigabyte model. I personally feel I didn't need 512 gigabytes of storage. Like, I got everything on my phone downloaded and I still got like 80 gigabytes to spare. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I just didn't need 512. That's just overkill. But like I said, 5 upgrades that we just named between battery, camera, speaker, S Pen, and storage. Are those worth $700 or $600? Nah. If you could have sold your Note 8 for if you could make the price difference between maybe like $200, maybe even $300, then yeah, I would grab it. But would I pay $700 for this? Nah, I'm just being real with you, B. Like, if you don't have an upgrade plan and you gotta pay like a lot of money out of pocket, then don't upgrade. But if you can upgrade, then just do it. Or if you gotta pay like $200, then I would definitely say yeah. So other than that, man, go grab your Note 9 if you want it, or if you got the bread to just go get it, then go get it. But if you got the money to get it or to upgrade, go ahead and grab the Note 9, man. It is a wonderful device, and I do not regret upgrading because it didn't cost me anything. I did not regret upgrading from this phone, man. The color alone to me is definitely better than the Orchid Gray. This blue is sexy, minus the fact that I don't even want to touch on fingerprints. It's a glass phone. You're gonna see fingerprints. I love this phone, man, so far. Thank y'all for watching, man. It's your boy Sean B. Nice, and I'm out this mother.